From the best location in the nation, to mistake on the lake, to America's comeback city, Cleveland's story is one of grit, determination, and triumph. Cleveland was settled to a real estate deal with Connecticut investor Moses Cleveland. After that, many businessmen, including Lorenzo Carter, saw the opportunity for a fresh start and began to flock to the area. In an effort to capitalize on the location, the Erie Canal was built, making Cleveland the center of the Western Reserve. But the Erie Canal became obsolete when railroads became prevalent nationwide. Luckily, Cleveland didn't miss a beat and created the wildly successful Nickel Plate Railroad to connect Chicago to New York. The late 1800s were a booming industrial era. For Cleveland, the iron and oil industries took off, and law, accounting, banking, and retail soon followed suit. Cleveland was rapidly becoming a competitive option for production expansion and new industrial initiatives. In 1870, John D. Rockefeller established Standard Oil in Cleveland. By 1878, Rockefeller's Standard Oil controlled about 90% of refineries in the U.S. The city's automotive era began in 1898 when Winton Motor Carriage Company was founded by Alexander Winton, who sold the first ready-made automobile in the United States. By 1932, more than 110 brands of automobiles had been manufactured in the Cleveland area. It was a time of great philanthropy, with the establishment of the Cleveland Foundation, Cleveland Art Museum, and the Cleveland Orchestra. As business expanded in Northeast Ohio, so did residential. The city limits began to push out, and the suburbs were slowly born, led in large part by the Van Sweringen brothers. They were the first to develop on the land that became Shaker Heights and Lakewood. When the stock market crashed, many cities found themselves facing irreparable economic damage. But Cleveland was reaching its peak. In the 1940s, Cleveland used a highly successful slogan, the best location in the nation to attract new business and industries. But the industrial age eventually faded, and so did Cleveland's place. At the top of the nationwide trade and production, the 1960s were a reality check for Cleveland. It was a time of economic downturn. The Cuyahoga River caught fire, and Cleveland's outlook seemed dire. In the 1970s, many Clevelanders took it upon themselves to help rebuild the city in hopes of returning it to its former glory. Cleveland Mayor Carl B. Stokes and his brother Lewis led the charge to clean up the river. In 1976, the public-private partnership to improve the city between business, government, and nonprofits led to a 20-year span of growth for the city. This included the revitalization of Playhouse Square, the creation of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and the investment in new downtown stadiums. By the 2010s, Cleveland had become a tourist attraction and a destination for large national events. Hosting the 2016 Republican National Convention prompted new development downtown, including a newly built convention center. Cleveland's food, drink, art, and music scenes are now widely admired on a national level. In the years that followed, Cleveland entered a new chapter of reinvention centered around reimagining the city's core. Many of downtown's historic office buildings have been transformed into housing, bringing new life and energy to the heart of the city. Cleveland's skyline is also evolving. The new Sherwin-Williams Global Headquarters, now rising in the heart of downtown, marks a major investment in the region's future and reinforces Cleveland's position as a hub for innovation and business leadership. At the same time, the downtown waterfront is becoming a renewed focal point. Plans are underway to reconnect the city to Lake Erie and the Cuyahoga River, transforming former industrial and infrastructural land into public spaces, mixed-use neighborhoods, walkable districts, and recreational destinations. Cleveland's story has always been one of determination and momentum. It's the land where nothing is given and everything is earned. And once again, the leadership of our business community is at the heart of that progress. Congratulations to this year's Business Hall of Fame inductees. You are now part of Cleveland's extraordinary legacy of leadership, resilience, and vision.